Within this section, I will introduce you to the benefits of cloud computing and what it can offer to your organization. So let's go take a look at exactly what we will be covering in this section. You will learn how cloud computing can help you meet variable demands while providing a good experience for you and your customer. You will also learn about security, governance, and the overall manageability in the cloud. Moving to the cloud has a ton of benefits, so let's cover a few of them. High availability is focusing on ensuring that you have maximum availability regardless of disruptions, events that may occur. Scalability is another major benefit of cloud computing, is the scalability of cloud resources. Scalability refers to the ability to adjust resource to meet demand. So think of a Black Friday. You ever had a website that just could not go to checkout and you miss out on a deal? 9 times out of 10, that was probably on premises and it didn't have enough resources, and that company couldn't do it on the fly, whereas cloud would automatically calculated it, and it's elastic, right? It can just move on the go. So that's something we're going to cover too. So again, if you suddenly experience peak traffic and your systems are overwhelmed, the ability to scale means you could just add more resources to better handle the increased demand. And the best part after that is it goes back to normal, right? You don't need to have it all the time. Where this was on premise, you would have to buy a brand new server, more RAM, and have it all the time for those 1 or 2 times a year where you get that max traffic. Vertical scaling, right? Vertical scaling is when you developing an app and you need more processing power. You could vertically scale up and add more CPUs or RAMs to the virtual machine. Conversely, if you realize you had over specified the needs, you could vertically scale down by lowering the CPU and RAM specifications. Again, you don't get that same flexibility when you have this on premise, right? Because this is the benefits of going to the cloud, and that's why so many companies are doing it, and that's why this is a career that you want to go into, because the business need is there for now and beyond, right? Horizontal scaling. What is that? If you suddenly experience a steep jump in demand, you deploy resources could be scaled out either automatically or manually. For example, you could add additional virtual machines or containers scaling out. In the same manner, if there was a significant drop in demand, deployed resource could be scaled in either automatically or manual. Scaling in is also a really great feature. Okay, again, that's going to reduce your money. That's going to reduce your operating expenses. So this can help you take money back from IT and reclaim it in areas like sales, marketing, or other areas of the business that can produce you more money. Reliability is key, right? It's the ability of systems to recover from failures or to continue functioning. It also is one of the pillars of Microsoft Azure architecture framework. Think of it this way. One of your hard drives dies, right? What happens then, right? Now you can't save anymore, where this can automatically recover from that. Right? Predictability. The cloud lets you move forward with confidence. Predictability can be focused on performance predictability or cost predictability. Both performance and cost predictability are heavily influenced by the Microsoft Azure well-architected framework. Deploy a solution that's built around this framework, and you will have a solution that costs and your performance will be predictable. And as one thing, as tech people like, Sly, why are you telling me? I'm an engineer. But the company that you're working for, that you're installing this, they want to know that they can predict the cost going forward, because then they can use that for forecasting, and then that can help them either pay their employees better, price better, also just get a better idea of the business cost and use that to empower them. Performance. Predictability focuses on predicting your resources needed to deliver a positive experience for your customers. Auto scaling. Load balancing and high availability, just some of the cloud concepts that support performance predictability. If you suddenly need more resources, auto-scaling can deploy additional resources to meet the demand and then scale back when the demand drops. Or if the traffic is heavily focused on one area, load balancing will help redirect some of the overload to less stressed areas. So again, I know some of this sounds like, man, Sly, we get it, right? But I gotta stress this, because this is the business need, and this is where you're gonna have a job for a long time, because it's solving a fundamental problem that businesses need to solve, and that's why it's been a big shift to cloud and adopted some of the services, right? Cost predictability. And I think that's explanatory. You will understand how much your cloud spend is because you got resources to monitor exactly what that is, right? So that lowers your total cost of ownership. You can use things such as the pricing calculator to get an estimate of potential cloud spend. So you can even plan it out before you even deploy some of the services, which is pretty cool, right? Another area is security and governance, right? With cloud infrastructure, software as a service, cloud features support governance and compliance. These things set up, you can do templates, right? You can deploy resources that meet corporate standards, government regulatory requirements, right? You can do that all in the cloud. And the great thing is, it's pretty cool. And elasticity, again, is that ability to be flexible. Go on demand, reduce in, reduce out, right? Just, go on to the, pace of the business.